Right. Welcome to Hot Topics with Chrissy and Will. Let's get started.
And we're back.
Yes, we're back.
Now, Chrissy's not with us tonight,
No, not tonight.
but we have some cool topics I think that we can go over. And Chrissy's doing better, right? Chrissy's doing a lot better.
A lot better.
Right.
Yes,
So hopefully next week she'll be able to join us in the studio.
Hopefully so.
It would be pretty great.
It
pretty
will
great.
Be awesome. Yeah.
So shout out to you, Chrissy. Glad you're doing better. Glad you went to a different hospital and got checked out a little further.
Right.
And you're slowly, but you're on the mend. So that's cool. So what's our topics for today?
Topics today was basically the Cybertruck explosion.
The Cybertruck.
Yes, the Cybertruck explosion. That was interesting. Yes.
Yeah. So they're saying that they're not sure that this is any kind of special terrorist act. But let's look. You got a Cybertruck from Tesla.
Right.
And Tesla is, big guy with Trump right now.
Right.
And it blows up in front of Trump's tower.
Right.
Trump Tower.
Right.
So a Tesla truck in front of Trump Tower blows up.
Yes.
And inside, it's loaded with fireworks or
and
something.
Gasoline.
Right. I mean, how many people carry gasoline in an electric vehicle?
That's right.
Start.
That's right.
And filled with no. The guy probably couldn't make an explosive device. No. So he goes out and buys some firework mortars. Right.
And it's rented too.
Rented.
Through
rented.
Turo. It's a rented truck.
Yes, through Turo, which oddly enough was used by another guy.
Yes. In our Louisiana attack of New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans. So that guy drives his rental truck on Bourbon Street in New Orleans, and it killed like 30 people.
Well, I thought 15 were dead last time I saw, but it might be 30 now. It might be up to 30.
Well, I could be. Maybe it's 30 hurt and 15.
I don't know. Yeah,
I don't know. But a larger, a lot of people.
There were some IEDs were found too. So
he had hidden around town and everything.
Yeah.
But this guy, was.
Yes, he was an ISIS supporter. I would say more of a terrorist, but on the other hand, people want to say he was American. He's American by maybe citizenship.
Yeah,
but
and carrying an ISIS flag with him when he goes and wipes out a bunch of people on New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Yeah, but
both are on New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Yeah, and the media when it first happened, they were saying, "Oh, is this a terrorist attack? Is this a guy's got a ISIS flag? I mean, let's put one and one together."
Yes.
But you got this guy with an ISIS flag, and at first they're saying terrorist attack, and now the headlines have changed to truck attack.
Right.
So terrorist. The word terrorist disappears. Now it's just truck attack, even though he's got this ISIS flag and he's been radicalized and all this crap. And they also said they thought that he couldn't have pulled this all off alone.
Right.
And now they're saying, oh no, he was the only guy.
He was the only guy, and this even goes back to I know about my gun rights here. I always say you get rid of guns, and people claim, oh, you won't have any shootings, you won't have any people dying, you won't have any people. Well, look, someone used a truck.
Yeah, exactly. You use a truck.
Yes.
In England, they're using knives because they don't have the guns.
That's right.
Same thing down in Australia. They took the guns away, so they're using knives and trucks and things.
So let's keep our guns.
Yeah,
come on.
You got crazy people. You got crazy people. You're not going to stop it with and
gun restrictions.
And they don't like it. But the simple answer, the simple thing is, criminals don't care about the law.
No.
Criminals got guns.
Criminals will always have guns.
They're not going to stop. And so the thing is, in our country, in America, there's more guns than people.
Of course. Yeah.
And if people are dumb enough to give the guns up, the criminals aren't going to give them up. No. So it's just stupid.
And look at 3D printers now too. So
ghost guns.
Yes.
Yeah, 3D printer ghost guns, which
that's worse.
Which everybody gives up their guns. So they print them.
You just print them out,
and
no serial numbers.
No serial numbers,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Taking away the guns isn't the answer, and they're trying to say well, we need stronger gun control laws. Well, they're not even enforcing the gun control laws that we already have. What we really need is mental health.
Right.
You know, because that's where the problem is.
Right.
You know, a person in their right mind is not going to go into a crowd with a gun and just start shooting people.
Never. No responsible gun owner is going to go into a crowd, start shooting. You know, a responsible gun owner is not going to point a gun at someone.
No.
Loaded or not, every gun is loaded. So,
that's right. On. Yeah, you have to treat everyone as loaded.
Yes.
But you're not going to do that. It's all a mental health thing, and we really, 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 really need to start focusing on what it really is all about. It's mental health.
Yeah.
And
it's an epidemic in this country.
It's
sad.
It is, but that's because they're pushing stuff. I mean, I know a kid that at 2 years old, 2 years old. It was preschool. How old are you in nursery school? Nursery school.
Oh, goodness.
I think it was either 2 or 3 years old. Okay. Was put on Ritalin because of ADD, and one of the reasons was because they were talking out in nursery school or preschool, whatever. It must have been nursery school. Talking out without raising their hand.
That's it.
And these are mind-altering psychotic drugs. Yes. And then we come up, later you look at these Columbine shooters, they were on Ritalin.
Of course.
They were all, all these shooters have had issues and red flags that have shown up.
Of course.
That people paid no attention to.
They did. And they just want to try to put a Band-Aid fix. I don't even know if that's a Band-Aid fix.
But, no, it's ridiculous.
Right.
And with young children.
That's too young.
You're altering the brain. Yes, and then you create meatheads.
Of course. And then kids picking on them, something like that, and they think that something's wrong with them, and they're already on mind-altering drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
So they go and they...
Yeah. And let's say the first thing you want to do is try to, harm them or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because they don't have control anymore.
That's right.
The control has been taken over by a pill.
That's sad.
And unfortunately, we have Flagler County, for instance, part of the Flagler Voice podcast studio. One of the partners is Mike Feldbauer.
Yes,
and he's the founder of the Flagler, or president. Not sure if he's the founder or not, so I don't want to misinform. But he is the Flagler County Drug Court Foundation.
Okay,
and he has reported many times that Flagler County is in the top 10 for the last, I think, 5 or 6 or maybe a little longer years of suicides and overdoses.
That's sad.
And I mean, and then if you look at it even a little closer, it goes by population, and the major population part of Flagler County is Palm Coast.
Right.
And Palm Coast isn't, a poor area where you would think. It's not.
It's not. No. They
So,
don't even have city bus, right? I don't think
no. So, there's a misconception.
Right.
But it all relates back to mental illness.
It
Now,
does.
drug addiction
Of course.
comes along from a whole bunch of different areas and stuff.
Drug and alcohol, right?
But it's still a mental issue.
It is.
Because in most cases people are trying to hide from some whatever stressor
or self-medicate. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
yeah. What can you say?
And then it leads to bad things.
Very bad decisions.
Yeah. And if they, some people try to take their own life, and some people try to take other people with them.
Sad.
Or they do the suicide by cop thing, which then whoever the cop was has to live
with what Yeah, every day.
Right.
Every day.
So we really have a mental issue in our country, epidemic, like you said. It's really bad.
Yes.
And if we would concentrate there,
maybe a great start.
Yeah, then we could potentially reduce all these other things without having to, or actually enforce the gun laws that we have.
Right.
But I mean, a sane person doesn't go and shoot up. A sane person doesn't drive a car through a crowd of innocent people that are just out trying to enjoy New Year's Eve. A sane person doesn't put explosives in a Tesla in front of a Trump building. I mean, there's a clear message there.
Right.
Whether we want to admit it or not.
Right. And I mean, with I don't know, Teslas, you have to do is wait to, I don't know, maybe get it wet or something. And
there's other ways.
It's a lithium battery.
Right. Yeah. It doesn't take much for that to go. You just have to pierce it somehow.
Yeah, just pierce it.
When I Hurricane Ian. When Hurricane Ian came through on the other side of the state.
That's right.
I went with our church over there afterwards to, try to help out a little bit and
that's great.
Take care of some stuff. I can't tell you how many fried up Teslas were on flatbeds being taken away.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see many regular cars. I mean, they
of
were
course
ruined by being flooded,
Of course not.
but they weren't burnt.
Right.
You know,
Well,
every Tesla you saw on these flatbeds, they were all burnt up.
and you know who's paying for that when it comes to insurance
Oh, that's
premiums?
right.
Yes.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
yeah.
And, you know, speaking of that, I heard the other day on the radio that, and I don't, somebody from the Florida government, I don't remember which
Okay.
person it was, they want to change the building code and ban asphalt shingles, which is the typical shingle that almost every house has, because they blow off in a hurricane. They didn't propose an alternative to it,
Okay.
but somebody must have a real strong lobby to be pushing to remove that, because that's
everyone's roof. It seems like.
I bet it's 99% of the roofs
yeah.
are either asphalt shingle or some form of that, and then you have metal roofs, and then you have tile roofs.
Right. You have tile roofs. And
Yeah.
the
But
ceramic
tile roofs,
Yeah.
but they have also fiberglass tiles, or
That's true.
you know,
That's true, yeah.
with the same lifespan as a asphalt shingle
Yeah,
roof.
that's right.
But
It's going to hack up their prices again.
yeah,
Premiums. Yeah,
Yep.
because asphalt is the cheapest.
it's
you
the
know?
cheapest, right?
Yeah.
Even though it's crazy expensive to do it right now.
Oh, of course it
but
is.
it's out of all of them, it's still the least expensive.
Right.
And I'm not sure that you know, a lot of existing roofs that have asphalt shingle roofs, the trusses. Some people
Right.
rafters are when you build them by hand. Trusses are factory made. So
I know, right.
the trusses
They
that
truck
hold,
them in. Yeah.
right, they truck them in. So the trusses that hold up the roof,
Right.
they're 2x4. They're a hard yellow pine, but they're 2x4 in size.
That's right.
When you have a tile roof, they're 2x6 in size.
Okay. For
So
extra
you
weight.
can't take a asphalt shingle roof
Mm-hmm.
and go and stick tile on it.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I guess it would.
It's a
matter
weight
about the
load.
weight.
Yeah, it's a weight load
right.
problem.
I didn't think about
So
that.
you can't. So I don't know
Yeah.
what their alternative is going to be.
That's not good.
You know?
That's not good. Yeah, because
So-
you know someone's going to try that, right?
Yeah, and the roof's going to end up in the living room.
Yes, it sure will.
And now you can go the other way. You can go from tile to asphalt shingle.
Right, of course.
But
because it's already supported.
It's
on a
already
heavier
built
load.
that way,
Right.
but not the other way around.
What about metal roofs? Yeah, that wouldn't work. Yeah, well, the
A metal
metal's
roof
lighter.
doesn't have any real weight
It's
to
lighter.
it. Yeah, it's
it'd be
lighter.
lighter. Yes, made out of like what galvanized steel, maybe. Okay.
They call it Galvalume.
Galvalume.
Yeah,
Okay. I love that.
and you know, a guy down the street from where I live.
Uh-huh.
In fact, it's my parents' old house.
Uh-huh.
They sold it to him, and he put a new roof up, and it's a metal roof, but they have designed the metal to look like slate tile,
Oh,
and it's absolutely beautiful.
that is beautiful.
But it doesn't have the weight of the slate, so
Oh.
it could go on the 2x4 roof.
Okay.
And it's metal, and it has I think it has a 50-year.
Oh.
It was either 50 or 80-year
Okay.
estimated life. So, but it was twice the price of asphalt shingle. So you know what? If there's an insurance lobby pushing this,
Right.
you know what they're going to have to pay out to do the switch over to whatever
boy.
you know is.
That's some pricing.
Yeah. So insurance is, you know, we have a serious problem
Well,
with
I have a
insurance.
problem with the flat roof. I have a flat roof on, like I say, a portion of my house there, and it's just, I hate that part. I can't stand it. Oh,
Does it leak?
Yes, it started
Yeah.
leaking, and then I made a claim and everything like that, and then
Right.
just waiting for everything to go through, and of course with all the paperwork,
Yeah. Flat roofs are difficult.
yes, it
Yeah.
started to leak on me. So yes,
Yeah,
Mhm.
well, you know, even
Other
pitched
houses
roofs
have too.
leak too eventually. But I have a leak. I have my house, we had to replace the roof after Hurricane Matthew,
okay, yeah,
but we have a fireplace chimney.
okay,
I don't have it's not it used to be a wood burning fireplace, but I don't trust it because the house is so old. So now we have
Yeah,
a little
I
electric
would-
fireplace in there.
yeah, just use electric.
Yeah, we just do. But they redid the roof. It failed every inspection. They had to tear the roof off again,
Oh,
and I had to get another company to actually come in and do it. But the problem is there's a problem with the flashing around the chimney, and if we get a real heavy rain,
of
we get a
course,
leak.
you get a
So
leak.
I guess we got to figure out what's going on with that.
I know.
But,
It's
you
coming
know-
out of our pockets.
Yeah. So, but I don't know what they're going to come up with the new roof. So maybe we have to wait a little
I hope
while and
so.
see.
I hope there's something good.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see.
Okay.
So we have back to the
Yes.
topic. We got this guy driving trucks through
Yes.
crowds.
Yes.
I don't know how we got from that to roofing, but anyway,
Hey.
the guy driving a truck through crowds. We got a guy blowing up
Right.
I shouldn't say a guy blowing up because they say
it
it's
wasn't.
not related.
Right,
But
right.
a Tesla
An
truck,
attempted, yeah.
yeah, a Tesla truck that blew up in front of a
Mhm.
Trump building.
That's right.
Both the guy in New Orleans
Mm-hmm.
and the guy up there at I guess it's Las Vegas.
Las Vegas,
right?
yes.
Yeah,
Las Vegas. Yeah, Las Vegas.
Both rented their vehicles through the same
Turo.
the
Yes.
Turo app
Mhm.
online.
Yeah, you can rent like upscale cars. You can get like I guess if you're gonna, pick up a date or something, you can rent a Ferrari or a
Right,
Corvette
do
or
something like that.
And
Yeah, but it's interesting that they both use the
Yes.
same app.
Yes.
You
yes,
know,
yes.
it's so
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't. You know, these groups seem to have their chosen method to communicate and do things, and I think they need to look into it a little deeper.
Yeah, and it's also reasonably priced too, from what I hear.
Is it
Yeah, when I was looking through the app, and I was like, wow, okay, some vehicles are reasonably priced.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe I'll have to rent a Ferrari.
That would be cool. We got to do it. Why not?
Yeah.
That'd be
Well,
fun.
my anniversary's coming up.
Oh boy,
My 3-year
man.
anniversary. Yeah,
got to get a Ferrari then.
we were married February 22nd.
Congratulations.
So,
I'll tell you.
Anybody that puts up with me for 3 years
Hey,
deserves
right
a
on,
Ferrari.
Right on. Do it. It'd be great. I don't know where you're going to park it because,
Yeah, well, we don't. We're just going to drive it around, then bring it back.
Yeah, you got to go to dinner.
Yeah, and actually, Chrissy had mentioned a restaurant down in Daytona that that we should really try out. And I don't remember what the name of it was. So, Chrissy, you got to tell me what the name was.
Yeah, your wife's clapping here for me on this one.
Yeah. She's like, let's do this. Let's do this.
You had the red carpet. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
let's stop.
Yeah. I only have so much money. But then on a even scarier thing, we had that issue in New York recently.
Yes.
With the lady that was set on fire. Now, the story and died.
Yes.
And with a whole bunch of people standing around videotaping it, not raising a finger to help her out.
It's disgusting.
It is. And everybody that took that video and posted online, they should be arrested for, I don't know, aiding, abetting, or not rendering help, whatever law you can find for them. Because anybody that, at one point there's nothing you can do. But when, there's a point where you could have tried something.
They could try something because her body was just charred. So it's just burned to a crisp. No, not cool. No. And all those people that are around, people on the subway.
Yeah.
And one person now. He could have taken down one person.
One person. And if this crazy guy had lit the girl on fire and somebody immediately took a coat or something, jumped on, put the fire out, she'd have been burnt, but she wouldn't have been massively burnt.
That's right.
But now the guy apparently had been deported sometime, I forget, a couple months earlier.
Okay.
And came back.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to deportation process, now you've got to wonder what was he deported for, because you can commit a crime, be deported under old law, and then let's say you sneak back into the country, and then I believe when you sneak back into the country, I think it's a misdemeanor for crossing the border. So, but it should be a felony for crossing the border, and
should be.
Yeah. So that's a misdemeanor.
I think we're heading that way.
Yeah, we are. But, like say if you break the law, stuff like that, and let's say you have to also serve all of your time when you commit a crime here, you should serve your time.
Right.
Because if you commit a crime, serve your time, then you be deported. It's not effective if you, harm someone, kill someone, whatever. Only serve 5, maybe 6 years here
of a 25-year sentence.
Yeah, and then you're deported, but you're not going to prison in your country. You're being let go and you're freed.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a good. That's
to
not
come back and do it again.
Yeah, because there's no, the consequences. Come on.
Yeah.
It doesn't know.
If you're coming up from poverty. Yeah. And they put you in jail, but you get 3 square meals a day and so forth. Some of these people might think that's not so bad.
That's right.
And but killing somebody is not the way to get there.
Definitely.
So that happened, and the holiday season is really the worst time of year for people.
It is. It is.
The stress comes out from, not having money, not having family, not having a lot of things, and I think it becomes overwhelming for some people. Not for some guy that's an ISIS guy that drives.
Yeah, well,
he took advantage of the holiday season to drive through a crowd.
That's right.
But other people, like the suicide rates and attempted suicides and stuff like that,
that's correct,
are, multiplied during the holiday season.
Yeah, it is. And it's really sad. People kind of were reminded about loved ones that they may have lost,
right,
or maybe even the divorce rate. Many different topics there,
right,
that can affect people, and it's sad.
And a lot of people that this was their first Christmas without their loved one, or first New Year or whatever, and they had traditions that they no longer. It can be really sad.
It can be really sad.
It can be really sad.
That's
so,
right.
it aids, or it contributes, I should say, to a lot of the issues that we're seeing. But people are going nuts.
I know.
People
it's
are going
a shortage here.
yeah, absolutely nuts. And people, I've known people that have done things that it's like, what happened here?
Yeah.
It's
that breaking point. Sometimes some people, it's that breaking point and say, hey, that's it.
Yeah.
And
yeah. But in full transparency, my dad committed suicide. Thank you. But it's been, I don't know how long it's been, 13 years, I think. And I had no clue. I saw nothing.
No
there
signs.
Was no signs.
Right.
Nothing. And then he did it.
Yeah.
It's which let's face it, the problems for that person are over. But it ripples out through the family, through the friends, all of it. It doesn't end just because they've ended themselves. It actually multiplies.
That's right.
Because everybody else now has to deal with it.
Right. That's what's good. Sometimes, you see a family member that seem a little different, a little off, or something, just something slightly different.
Right.
It's good to just try to talk to them, maybe see what's going on, sometimes. But most times we don't even know, Like I say, there are no signs. It's just,
yeah,
I don't know what you do.
And my dad, it was interesting because it was a few days after Father's Day.
Oh.
And my dad we went to, there used to be a restaurant in town called, well, anyway, I don't remember the name of it, too many years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But we went there for breakfast, and he ordered a cheeseburger. And I was like, whatever you want, I don't care. But my mom was like, what are you doing ordering a cheeseburger for breakfast? And he said, I can order anything I want.
Yeah, that's what you want.
I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. If you want a cheeseburger for breakfast, cool.
That's what he
wanted. But maybe that was a sign that
something, you never know. How would you know?
I didn't know. Yeah. I thought it was cool. Oh, you ordered a cheeseburger for breakfast. Good. Go for it. But something, that was unusual.
Okay.
But for him.
Okay.
But not, it wouldn't lead a person to think.
No, but you never know. That's extreme, but give it a sign. I don't know.
Well, apparently it was.
But
everybody missed it. I don't even know if it was really a sign. Maybe he wanted a cheeseburger.
Right. You might want a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
it's just one of those things.
Yeah, and interestingly, well, I won't get into it. But
I know what you mean. An individual that didn't have any signs whatsoever, and after that, it was just got a call, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
And it's just, horrible. The particular incident I knew happened about 2 years ago, and got the call, and I said, "Wow, that's it." I wish I could have done something about it, but it's good.
Well, it's a very selfish thing, but I can understand if a person's terminally ill, in a lot of pain and stuff. That's right. I can justify that in my mind. Doesn't make it right, maybe, but I can justify it in my mind. Yeah. But people that they're just dealing with crap.
Right.
That's
part of life.
You got people, for instance, like Chrissy, who wants desperately to live a long time.
Yeah, of course.
Has kids, wants to be there.
That's right.
And you got other people that don't have any illness, any physical illness. Right. Obviously, there's some mental illness, but they don't have any physical illness. Right. That take their life. You know, it's sort of a shame that a person that is in that mindset can't give that health and life to somebody who desperately wants it. But
that would be wonderful.
But yeah, it's not the way it's set up. But well, what a depressing show.
We'll talk about
burning
something.
people, people running into crowds.
Oh boy, yeah, right. It's reality, I guess. Let's talk about something else. With more, upbeat. I don't know what to do.
I don't know. Let's see. Well, it's New Year. We got 2025. We're starting off.
Excellent.
We've got some brand new shows that we're going to bring online to the
great topics here.
Right.
Yeah.
And not all about death, gloom, murder, and destruction.
Not at all.
But and you are going to start sitting on this side, right?
Yes, I'll be on that side.
Yeah, you're going to start over here. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, it'll be great. I'll give it a shot.
And so you'll be sitting over here. We did a couple of promos today for some new shows. We got one that actually I can play I think I can play.
Oh, great.
Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Here they are. We got one where I think it'll be a cool show where we're going to have people come in and talk about their hobbies.
Oh, great.
And,
Excellent.
from maybe remote control airplanes to real airplanes to motorcycles to cars, all that stuff. Because we have a wide variety of people. So this is the intro that'll be for that show.
Wow.
So the promo for that, you weren't able to see it, but the promo for that, I asked AI to draw me a picture of a B-52 bomber with a monster truck wheels on top of a wedding cake. So you got bakers, you got car people, you got airplane people, all kinds of different things that.
How did you think of that?
I don't know. I asked.
That's great.
I asked AI to draw all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, that was really cool.
So that one came out. That was pretty good. And another one we're gonna do. We had started doing, and it was going really well. So I think we're going to keep it up. And that is our business expos, and we're calling it the Flagler Voice Business Networking Expo.
Oh, sounds great.
Where we're going to bring people in 15-minute things, and they can talk about their businesses. We had started that. We did a lot of it. But then we sort of slacked off on it as we moved into other things. But I really want to make advertising a person's business and bringing a person's business to the community. So this one, though, the intro for this one's only like 5 or 6 seconds long. But I'm going to play it anyway. Yeah, that was it. Flagler Voice Networking.
All right, that sounds great. Yeah.
So we got those two shows, and I know Chrissy has a whole bunch of shows lined up to implement as soon as she gets back, hopefully soon. And so at rough count, we have 6 new shows that we're going to start up in the next couple of weeks. So
that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be really cool. And people will be able to either sponsor the show by means of doing their own advertising, like we've had. We have several people. Like we have the Eagle Podcast Network that does one, and I'll play their. This is actually that's not a. Let me play this one. This one's from Good Vibes Nutrition. This is a sponsorship of the Eagle Podcast Network, or Eagle Network Podcast, whatever. I always get his stuff wrong. But anyway, this is the promo for that, or the sponsorship, I should say, for that.
Hello, welcome to Good Vibes Nutrition, where every day is Friday. Good Vibes Nutrition was created to provide an environment of self-improvement through health, happiness, and community. Whether it's to lose weight, build muscle, gain more energy, or make friends, think of Good Vibes Nutrition as your Flagler Center hub for healthy living, personal happiness, and long-lasting relationships through the examples of kindness, encouragement, introductions, and pure love.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah,
that's really cool.
And Mike's a great guy. I go there almost every day and have a protein shake.
All right, excellent.
And it's really good.
It's good for you, yeah. And build muscle.
Yeah, well, look at me. I mean, come on.
Hey, you got it.
really need any more muscle. But no, and so and it's inexpensive. I mean, you know, if you go to some of these other advertising outlets, and I won't name any of them, but you can spend for a month's worth of advertising, you can spend thousands of dollars.
Come on, yeah.
And
We definitely haven't beat on that one.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
But we run an ad like that Good Vibes ad.
Yes.
Well, the Eagle Podcast Network runs once a week.
Okay.
So 4 times a month.
All right.
For $300, you can
That's not bad. Can't beat
advertise
that.
on every one of those.
Can't beat that.
No.
That's not bad.
And that's our lowest level. I mean, if you want to spend $1,000, you get all kinds of perks that go with it. So
you get about a month of coverage, or
you get a month of coverage. You get on the website.
Wow. Can't beat that.
It's great. Yeah. And our reach, it went down a little bit over the holidays because we didn't do as many podcasts right now.
Right.
But we normally average right around 80,000 viewers.
Excellent.
So
we're gonna bump that up.
we're gonna keep going up on that.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a great way to advertise. It's one of the least expensive way, and one of the cool things about it is when you're done with your show, we give you the link, so you can post it anywhere you want to post it. So you just keep pushing it out and pushing it out and pushing it out.
Great deal.
Till you reach there's 120,000 I think is the population of Flagler County. So
all right.
Push it out and reach everybody.
That's perfect.
Well, I think we're coming to the end of the show.
Yeah,
it's 30 minutes and 59 seconds, so we did
great.
pretty
We
good.
Did very well. We did. We did it.
So I appreciate you coming down again.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for we're gonna do this. Hey, we're gonna keep going.
Nothing's gonna stop
no,
it now.
not at all.
We're gonna keep going.
All right.
So we're gonna have our outro.
All right.
And so next week, everybody, I got to find the outro. Next week, hopefully, Chrissy will be here.
Yeah, Chrissy will be here. I
And
think she will be.
You think she will be?
I think she will
I
be.
hope so.
If not, I'll be here.
He'll
be here.
Yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here next week.
We will be here.
So I look forward to it, and have a safe and happy 2025, everybody.
And thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, we'll see you later.
See you later.